Unfortunately, I had to drop them. I had a pretty challenging first round because, as we talked, like Radu is representing Romania and he proved himself before in the 2P tournament. I really hoped to win that, but it went downhill. So right now I was just chilling and sending kappas on Twitch chat. So yeah, like that's it, I guess. Like, see you next DreamHack.
Yes, better luck next time, man.
Yeah.
All right, so then that does it for our talk with Nimsh. We're going to go straight into our next match, which is REYNAD versus Cosmic. We're actually finally at the last player of our seeded eight.
Oh wow! Do you think REYNAD will be using
it's
a
time for
REYNAD
REYNAD,
deck?
huh?
Do you think REYNAD will be using a REYNAD deck?
I think the chances of that are astronomically high.
He actually admitted that he invented the Core Hound deck that we use, we see in the Gypsy game.
Are you sure?
Right.
Because Gypsy, when we asked him if he was using a REYNAD deck or developing the meta himself, he actually answered that he was developing the meta.
He was oblivious, I think. Like, I was talking to REYNAD before, and he admitted that he designed the deck.
I think Gypsy doesn't take anybody in his path to pioneering the next Hearthstone meta.
He should start streaming.
I think it's a little offensive to say that.
All right.
All right, so Nibs, thanks again for joining us, man, and hopefully we'll see you around.
Yeah, cheers.
Meanwhile, guys, we're not actually going to break.
Yeah.
No break. So I guess like I will leave you guys. And,
you know what? Do you want to stay on and cast the game?
Yeah.
I mean, because Nimsh doesn't actually ever feel any emotion negative, so I don't know how he's just like able to brush off losses so easily. But usually, if he loses, he's like, "Yeah, I'll come cast. I don't mind."
Yeah, why not? I mean, casting is cool. Losing is not cool, but you can feel cool about it.
Well, I always know that you're down to cast, but I think would you be interested in casting REYNAD with Kripp and I?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure who's his opponent is.
I think we might have to switch though, because I think the person who sits on that chair is in charge of the remote to guide the game.
Oh.
Oh, that's right.
Should I try this?
Well, Kripp, you had the most streaming experience with exploits, so
do you have
go for it.
Remote experience with remotes?
None.
Okay.
All right. Come here, Nimsh.
All right. So why don't you guys talk about something while I mess with buttons?
Okay. So let's go to the view of the players. By the way, if you press.
The players are. Oh my
God.
God.
Oh, there it is. A wild REYNAD has been spotted.
What is going on?
Kripp.
What's up?
Kripp, stop.
Kripp, stop it.
What?
Kripp, go home.
I don't know what the buttons do. It's
so
not my fault.
7 is player 1, 9 is player 2, 8 is like the mulligan, and then 5 is like the neutral.
Which one is us?
There it is. REYNAD versus ZMIN.
Oh, there we
go.
are.
There it is. We're at
2. Nice. Am I still Kripparian?
What?
The innkeeper? I don't know, like the overlay is still the same.
I don't know. I just want to look at REYNAD. I think he's actually constructing a REYNAD deck as we speak for the tournament.
I would not be surprised. Or, you know, it could be
he's probably looking
a deck by Gara or Tides or one of those players.
Okay.
So, we're about to see the last player that's seeded.
Okay.
And REYNAD, he has a lot of eyes watching him going into this tournament.
Yeah, there is like a lot of players really rooting for REYNAD. Like, he has a huge fan base, and a lot of players wants him to prove himself. Like, he didn't do that well at the 2P tournament, but
he did. I mean, he did fine, but fine wasn't good enough because so many people got a 5-2 record that they didn't advance.
He had 5-2 or 4-3?
5-2.
No. Okay.
He has 5-2, but his tiebreakers weren't that high.
Yeah. It's what? Oh, okay.
What's up?
Kripp, you have to speak to the mic.
Yeah, well, he was asking me questions about if I know the buttons, and clearly I do because I can
switch.
Oh my God, the buttons, they work. Oh, yeah, there we go again. See they?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're clearly in the disinterested dad pose right now.
Oh.
Okay. You know it all.
Yep.
You nailed it.
Really proud of you, son. Yeah.
Okay.
So do we know anything about REYNAD's opponents?
ZMIN?
Yeah.
No. I assume he's a local Romanian as well. But I think if REYNAD becomes the third of 8 players to be upset, I think the internet will implode. Anyone disagree with me here?
I agree with you.
Actually, one thing to note is REYNAD's ability to min-max the soundproof headset to not damage his hairdo. Are you guys noticing this?
Good efficiency off the back of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that is truly impressive. I hadn't seen any of the other players
And the
take
set and like
advantage.
the 80-degree tilt to make sure to balance it so the headset's perfectly
You have to be
perpendicular to the
careful
ground.
about it. You have to be careful.
Like the headphones are perfectly vertical, yet he compensates for this by moving his head forward into the screen of the laptop.
Oh, there it is.
Well, if
Amazing.
his hair flattens, he wouldn't look that.
He's got a lot of
right?
practice actually, because on stream you don't even see the headset at all that he's wearing.
Oh wow!
And he is wearing a headset.
He
on
is
stream.
wearing a headset, so.
Yeah, that's a skill.
Actually, I think we were spoiling some of the strategy. He's not happy with it. He's talking to the referee to kind of cover his strategy up right now.
Well, I don't think ZMIN heard it because his headphones are on too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it should be alright.
All right.
Yes.
I was talking about the headphone strategy, of course. That's why we're covering the headphone strategy up.
Yeah. So we can't talk about the matchup yet, right? Because we don't want the players to hear us.
Well, I don't really even know anything other than the fact that these two are playing. We don't get to see their decks. We don't get to see even the classes that they choose. Maybe he told you, but I don't know.
No, I didn't even ask. Like, I didn't want to get like outside information for the tournament.
All right. So what? I think REYNAD also has a few more notable people in his bracket as well. So even if he defeats ZMIN, he also has to go through a lot of people in order
Well,
to
he
qualify.
definitely has Radu, who just defeated me. So if Radu goes well, then REYNAD will face him at, top
at least
16
for
or
top
eight.
16.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And there is like one, I think Alesh or Radu mentioned to me that there is one skilled player also waiting for REYNAD at round 3 or something.
Okay. All right. And we're almost done with the first round of the 128 tournament. People are kind of looking at DreamHack and they say, why is Kripp wearing a bug on his head? But also, more importantly, they ask, why is it best of 3 single elimination? It's because we have 64 matches that need to go in the first round alone, and that is why we have to do best of 3 single elimination.
Yeah, it's going for so long and we are still round 1 with our feature matches. So stay tuned. Like, there will be a lot of Hearthstone until what, midnight?
I don't even know. They just say we're gonna go all the way today until the semi-finals. That is a long time.
It seems like if we feature like all the interesting matches, it seems like we will stay here until 3 a.m. or something.
Quite possibly.
Like
quite
CET,
possibly.
because I think like NA players will be pretty happy. Like they wake up, they see what's happening, and the game's going on.
Yeah, I agree. Kripp, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually just looking at the owner of this hat, seeing if he wants it back. And I think I'm going to be able to keep it at least for a few games. So I'm pretty happy about
I think
this
he
back.
wants you to sign it.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm not sure what this hat is supposed to represent, but I feel like I'm king of the crab people from South Park. What do you guys think? Should I qualify?
It somehow reminds me of Trump and his
Oh, really?
His hungry crab?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that is a hat from League of Legends, but I can't verify.
Well, it does say League of Legends on the back, but
Oh.
I
Ramus?
don't play League of Legends, so
all
all I know is I have like claws and stuff, and my hair's a little bit pretty cool. It's pretty nice.
Okay. Mixing worlds.
Yes, so Kripp, what's been going on, by the way? Because you told me you've been having a lot of fun in Romania. Now that we actually have a few minutes to actually chat, what have you been doing? Visiting your homeland? Have you been having fun?
You've been having fun with me. You should know. How have you been having fun?
Why does everyone do this? Like I did it to the Maz as well. I'm just asking so that because I know you wanted to talk about it.
Did you have fun?
I answered that way because when I get a really easy setup to needle someone, I just usually take it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Kripp.
Oh, well, okay.
Go ahead and
So
answer.
we went to a few restaurants, and most places here don't have the type of food that I can eat, but fortunately we found a few that were quite nice.
That's a standard thing, right? Like a lot of places don't have the food that you can actually eat.
Oh, looks like Frodan might receive some improved headwear. Oh, where did that come from? Maybe you should put that on your head, Frodan.
Timo hat.
Oh, there you go.
It kind of fits. You look like a lumberjack.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no. Hats don't really. They cramp my style. I think they're more for you, Nibs, if you like.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If it doesn't work for you, I can just double it up, I think.
It might fit actually.
Oh, man. You totally look like a farmer right now.
You sure? It's stylish.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So
This is what happens when they don't let us take a breaks between series. We actually don't have brackets or anything to talk about.
We went to like restaurants and stuff, and they were all right. They were kind of good because they were cheap, and as you guys know, things that you eat that are cheap taste better. So that was good. And we went. What did we do?
Went to Parliament.
Oh, okay. That was the good one though. I was gonna save that for last.
Okay.
We went to
museum.
Yeah, it was like a museum with like Romanian houses and stuff, like
Hungry
the
Buzzards?
village museum or something like that.
Oh, the village museum. Okay.
Yeah, and that was kind of cool for everyone else, but for me, it was just like seeing some of the crummy houses that you still see when you go to the country in Romania. So, I was kind of like the tour guide, and I don't know, it was all right.
Nothing surprised you, right? The museum.
Well, it surprised me to know that these are the kind of houses that were built in like the 1800s.
Okay.
Because in a lot of places in Romania, there's still the kind of houses that exist. It's like, you know, the house with like no electricity, and you get like an oven in the middle of the house, and the oven is basically the heating source of the house.
They do still exist.
Yeah.
That's solid housing.
Yeah. Oh, we got a pretty sick photo at the village museum that we. Oh, are we uploading it now? Oh, today. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, you guys will get to see what that's about. And then after that, Frodan and I and a bunch of other people, we went to the Parliament. And I think you're a little bit more impressed than I was about that. I kind of figured, you know,
Parliament's ridiculous.
Yeah, under communist Romania, some many years back, they decided to create a building, and they decided to spend more money than any other building has cost in the world. And
Okay.
yeah, basically
That was the Parliament.
yeah, so
Okay.
it's something like the second biggest building in the world next to the Pentagon, and like everything in it is like marble. There's
And
like
gold.
rugs, yeah,
Did you
gold.
actually go inside?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
inside?
rugs,
Okay.
rugs that weigh like
And
2 tons, and like
chandeliers.
chandeliers and stuff. I'm being told to massage the arms of the creature that's on my head. Okay.
I'm not watching this.
No?
Crit, what do you do in your free time? Stays in your free time.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to finish that.
You probably don't want to massage
Okay.
that.
So apparently the reason why we've been talking about nothing is because apparently REYNAD can't log in.
But wait a second.
And there's been
I
issues
was
right now.
Maybe he.
I was
forgot his
telling you guys some
authenticated
sick
paper.
stories. We're talking about nothing?
No, it's a Parliament.
Well, I meant like nothing
my
pertaining
God.
to actually DreamHack.
That's pretty rude, bro.
The Parliament was a cool trip, though, I have to say.
Stories of the casters. It's interesting, man.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done anything cool since you've been in Romania?
Well, I was with Kripp.
Since you've been here?
Yeah.
What?
More or less.
Really? Have you been like following me? I didn't see you around too much.
I've installed the camera.
Okay. Have you liked what you've seen?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean.
Good?
We're in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have like a cap here.
Oh, are we ready to go then?
What's that? Hold on.
There's something hidden.
Oh,
Okay.
Apparently we're going. Let me
Alright,
see.
Kripp.
So
2.
here are the players.
Alright. Alright.
Okay, they're all ready.
Alright, everybody. Welcome to DreamHack Bucharest 2014, day number 1. We're in our last seeded match, REYNAD versus ZMIN. REYNAD from North America, ZMIN from Romania. And REYNAD has the weight of all of his fans and his anti-fans on his shoulders.
It's the first
Okay.
round, and the player who loses will be eliminated.
ZMIN
Alright.
starts off with the Priest and REYNAD going with Hunter. He's also another believer
This
that
is
Hunter is
well.
too good.
This isn't a typical Hunter deck. I believe REYNAD is playing the REYNAD Hunter deck.
That's
leave,
possible.
him, leave him alone, man.
And about the,
Jeez.
what do you guys think about the Priest? Because I was talking to REYNAD, and he believes that Priest is a good counter to Hunter.
Well, we'll have to see how that goes down.
It can be depending on how your starts. It's really, I mean, if Priest doesn't do anything turn 2, turn 3, which is often what happens, you just hero power if you don't have anything else to do, then yeah, you basically fall really far behind.
So what do you think about this hand? Like, for Hunter, it seems decent.
Yeah, it's decent. Animal Companion is always something you want in the start of your hand, and I think it's alright. I don't see anything too poor about it.
Starting with coining a buzzard, it's an interesting play. Like, He probably believes that there is no way to kill the buzzard. Turn 1.
Turns out there is.
Right. So if he played the Northshire Cleric, you could have answered it directly.
Oh, look at that. Another one.
Now he has a Direwolf Alpha to be able to trade it and even draw a card as well.
I'm not sure about this play. Like you're using your buzzard, so he won't be able to draw more cards then unless he draws another buzzard.
Yeah, but you don't want to leave the Northshire Cleric up just because of weird things it can do with draws and as well as Power Word Shield. So I feel like it's a safer thing to do.
I think here the Animal Companion is pretty good. I mean, 2 out of 3 times you're well off.
Yeah, with Leok or with the boar.
Yeah.
You could also think about using Kill Command because Injured Blade Master is pretty annoying when it's healed and just stays on board.
And Kill Command is a good option because the turn after you can do like Hyena.
Or even like Houndmaster.
Yes, Houndmaster is also viable.
Then you'll be having like 2 minions with 4 attack, which is kind of annoying for Priest.
Actually, it's a 5 attack with the Direwolf Alpha buff.
Oh yeah.
So that would actually make it within range to get Shadow Word Death.
Both players are playing very quickly here, and I think they're doing it quite successfully.
I don't see any technical errors in play so far.
So do you play Animal Companion here? If you get like a Huffer, you can trade.
Yeah, but if you get Misha, you're still kind of in a bad spot. If you get Leok, if you get Leok, you can actually kill him 2 for 1 with the boar and the Dougie.
You can also, well, yeah.
Yeah, so 2 out of 3. Animal Companion does it again, I think. It's fair.
Yeah, you can also follow up with the boar or flare if you want to. Or you can use flare first, see what you draw.
Why would you flare first?
Because like you don't need flare and you will be using Animal Companion anyway to see what you get.
But you might need the boar to
finish off the Alchemy.
If you get Leok.
If you get Leok, okay.
Yeah.
And Leok's a good target for a Houndmaster follow-up play as well.
I assumed he will get Huffer because I always get Huffer. Huffer.
So right.
That was probably wrong.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think this is the safer play.
Okay.
And
he will be punished if there's
he's
Circle
really
of
hoping he doesn't have Circle of Healing.
Yeah, there's no Circle of Healing here. But he can just...
oh my goodness. I didn't see this Crazed Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that is a funky card. Like, priests like running it from time to time because it creates really funky scenarios where you can even Cabal Shadow Priest like a Cairn in like control matchups. But I don't know like how applicable it is to Hunter versus Priest.
Mm-hmm. I think here
you just attack, kill it with a heal, and play
nothing
it for free. Why not? I mean, it will be like a free 1.
No.
You can also pass, but it's like a matter of like how much damage you can take and how much you're afraid of the and buzzard.
Tundra Rhino. So
I
you know what?
told you it's a REYNAD
This
deck.
actually is somewhat of REYNAD was experimenting with this card in his on his stream, and some people actually were playing it on ladder as well. It's a little unfair to say that he is the only one who plays it. They like it because in combination with...
he's the only one that plays it.
I've seen it on ladder with a lot of other people as well.
Yeah, but he actually played it first, so they were just playing the REYNAD.
Savannah High Main is when you put it on the board with Tundra Rhino, it's just powerful. And it's just another threat that people have to answer.
Like any beast that you play after Rhino has an increased quality, and a Rhino is better. It might be better in some situations than the Kodo because you play the Kodo and Kodo stays there. That is not representing anything. And Rhino, you really have to kill it.
It's actually really vulnerable in the matchup too, because the Tundra Rhino can die to a Kodo. So then you're sometimes really worried, and you always want to be able to keep it buffed a little bit as well in the mirror at least.
The board position was so strong for REYNAD, like with so many 4 attack minions.
This is a Tundra Rhino turn.
And then I guess if it's a Tundra Rhino turn, you flare first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tundra Rhino, it does feel very vulnerable to just simply die to a Shadow Word Death or Shadow Word Pain.
Well,
Yeah, but you kill a commander before you do
You
that.
can also trade the 4/1 with
And then your hyena gets bigger.
But then so you don't trade the Houndmaster at all.
Hyman is a cool play as well. Like
Because if I like high main as well because it's an empty board.
Rhino
pretty
is
much.
kind of dangerous
We
because
trade.
if there is like a Cabal Shadow Priest, he can take the Rhino
That is true as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and trade with 4-1 then.
I see that. All right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if Animal Companion is viable in this situation. It's 10 damage. 14. Yeah, I'll probably like trade and play Savannah High main.
I think Savannah High main is a pretty legit threat. Priest can't answer it easily because if he spends 3 of his mana doing a Shadow Word Death, not only does he have to deal with the fact that the Scavenger Hyena gets buffer, but still has 2 big threats on the board.
Yeah. He goes with the REYNAD tech.
And I think his thought is if these things get dealt with anyways, that he's going to have even stronger Hyena as well, like a Holy Nova.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and a High main. I mean, Reynad will have a full up. He has a strong board and he will have a full up. And he got Holy Nova, which is kind of good. But there's nothing else to...
And if he played like a Shadow Priest, that's still 6 more damage that he can push right back at his opponent because he's still not dealing with the Hyena. Like the Hyena is the big threat, but all the tech cards of Priest would be playing around it. Oh man.
Yeah, he's just making us more.
All right. Well, science.
But it will still grow.
3/8. Yeah.
3/8 Hyena. What a nightmare.
How do you deal with this?
I have no idea.
He definitely needs some of the removal cards that Priest has, like Shadow Word Death or like Bane.
Well, he's already gotten rid of the Holy Nova as well, which is usually
There
a
it
good
is.
Oh my god,
follow-up.
it's not enough.
No. In fact, he has no way to directly answer it, and Reyna has lethal next turn. Well, if he doesn't heal up.
Does he?
Doesn't he?
What did he have?
Let's see.
I thought.
Nope.
No.
He has to get a
Oh,
Huffer
okay.
or a Leok.
Yeah.
Well, it's still a pretty high chance.
Like he's backpedaling right now. I mean, ZMIN. If you're behind against a hunter, it's super hard to get back.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, it's lethal.
Rhino wins the game.
Whatever happens.
Well, that's 9, 11,
Whatever
13.
animal companion he
Yeah.
gets, I think he wins.
Turn
Oh,
to Rhino.
Huffer. I love that.
There it is.
Why not?
that's pretty good.
And he wants to not reveal that he's running 2 rhinos. This is a
Right.
good play.
It's just good technical play. And Reynad takes the first game. And that's usually the hardest one in the best of 3 just to get the momentum on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Very ballsy by ZMIN to go Priest first.
That's probably the deck that he trusted the most. Like we can ask him about after the games. But for Reynad, like to get the first game, it's super important. Like he has the momentum, he's
right.
winning, and there is not really a hard counter to Hunter. And Priest was a good counter, but ZMIN didn't get the good cards, and Reynad played really well as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Nimsh. What do you think about mid-range Hunter now? Remember when I was telling you before IM Katowice that mid-range Hunter is pretty sick?
Yeah.
How about that mage? The mage cards.
Oh,
Oh,
so many
wow, he's
Frost
playing...
cards.
Okay, so he's playing a Freeze Mage. I was telling some people, and Rios was telling me that the Freeze Mage is actually really powerful right now. It's just that you have to be very careful with Flare.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, though, it's starting to make comeback. It's like really, really nasty against Zoo.
I agree. Like I started seeing Freeze Mage on the ladder as well.
Yeah, it's actually my favorite deck to play currently, and that was the deck I used to get around.
And what do you
my
think
highest.
about this hand? Like it doesn't have much.
Yeah,
Oh,
that kinda
Frostbolt
stinks.
improves it a bit, but
You want like it depends if he's running things like Mana Worm, which usually it does, so that way you can add some damage in.
Yeah.
But you ideally want lower drops.
also there's like almost no drawing potential. There was
Yeah.
only the Azure Drake.
You want your acolytes, you want your loot hoarders if you run them.
Oh, there is an Eaglehorn bow. That's interesting.
Oh, that's true. Not every hunter runs an Eaglehorn bow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like
I
hunters
think it's
had
good against the mage, though, isn't it? That's damage you can't freeze very easily. at
Well,
least.
also if Mage has a secret and it reveals,
Mm-hmm.
and it adds durability. And so a turn 3 Sorcerer's Apprentice after some passivity. I think Reynad can kind of make some assumptions here.
Yeah, he has to kill it with a bow because
Yeah.
the value of the cards that the cost is decreased is too much.
Yeah, it's almost like it's pre-nerf.
Yeah. Pretty good.
So
Do you? I mean, you probably don't want to put minions on board.
Yeah, like you, especially against the hunter. I mean, both of them have objectives that kind of align. Like hunter can continue to just stack the cards that they want, while freeze mage gets the cards that they want to draw the game out.
Do you think that ZMIN was actually taunting REYNAD to play Unleash the Hounds with Buzzard so that he can kind of call the guys?
Well, I mean, the Unleash Buzzard play is good, but if you're sitting on like 9 cards, is it?
Yeah.
Like, how good is it?
Yeah, you don't really need it. There is no Rhino.
I think he wanted something like a Timberwolf as well.
I mean, right now he can also like just coin the Savannah Highmane to represent the board and to get the polymorph out if he's expecting it.
Yeah, but you really want to coin out so that you can coin into the polymorph? That feels a little unreliable.
He'll just draw the cards and see what he gets. He needs a Timberwolf.
Direwolf.
Direwolf, yeah.
Kind of works.
No, that works perfectly.
Yep.
Each of the doggies kills a mirror image, and then Hunter's Mark kills the Drake.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's right. It does have the Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is Direwolf is a card that replaced Leroy in Kalento's deck, and he liked it a lot. So
yeah, it's
I guess a lot of other people liked it as well.
It's a cool card. I mean, some of the people are not playing Direwolf Alpha, but because like at some point Kalento was playing one Crocolisk and one Direwolf Alpha, but he really want more.
He's just gonna use his weapon instead.
I guess it's also fine because he can play with life.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, yeah, I agree. If this is the kind of a burn mage with like Icelands and stuff, it would be a pretty dangerous move. And Hunter can't heal. That's the only thing that Hunter is missing. Heal. Like it has anything else, everything else.
You know, I wonder if REYNAD was still wondering if it's just kind of like a control mid-ranged mage, because if you keep the hunters, there's not many minions that a freeze mage runs other than the really big ones like Antonidas and Alexstrasza. So perhaps he thought there was more mid-range control aspect to this mage, and he was just playing as safe as possible, because even the mirror images still didn't say anything. But now the Cone of Cold, I think, reveals
and that
everything.
Flame Strike is pretty good.
I think you would Nova here. Play into Flame Strike.
Yeah, let him build it up a little bit more.
Exactly.
If he puts out the Highmane, though, I mean, that doesn't really play into too much.
Do you play Highmane even if you expect Flame Strike next turn? Like, Flame Strike won't kill the Highmane, there will be only 1 mana remaining.
Well,
so
now it's starting to get a little weird, because you don't see Water Elemental that often in a Freeze Mage deck. It synergizes a lot with things like Ice Lances, obviously.
it seems like a custom build.
It's just, yeah, it looks a little bit, it looks pretty unique for the deck, and I think REYNAD's just still being really cautious while pinging down his opponent's life.
Or there was a reason why he frozen the guys, so
Yeah.
REYNAD can really see the Flame Strike incoming.
And you know, when I see things like Sun Fury, I think it is pretty tailored. It's not as heavy on emphasis on the card draw. It seems
I think
more
goes
on just
with
the state of the
Conical.
board.
I think this is a good play.
Yeah, I guess like he can always Flame Strike the next turn. And he has 13 damage in his hand anyway. REYNAD has so many cards, but it's like this Frost Mage is just annoying.
Yeah, it keeps stalling for turns.
Yeah, but in the end, you usually run out of turn that you can stall in, and you die.
Yeah, and he's not picking up
Yeah, but on the other hand, like
his really important cards, like his couple of his win conditions. Wait, does he have a Pyro in his plan? Yeah, he does have a Pyro.
Yeah.
yeah, he has a
Never
Pyro
mind,
and a
never mind.
Frostbolt. It's like if he draws a Fireball,
Yeah.
that's it. 2 turns. REYNAD needs to add damage so that he is able to finish it in like 2 turns. Oh, he's even damaging himself again. That might be very punishing.
Kill command face.
Yeah, I think he understands what Mage wants him to do, build it up, so he can set up for a big sweep.
Right
Oh
now,
wow.
right now you probably Flame Strike and Frostbolt at 15.
Yeah, and you can't use his weapon as well. So ZMIN putting on the pressure.
He'll need to deal 5 damage and not die next turn.
I actually thought the YOLO rag play would be kind of fun, but he'd be dead.
Yeah. And there is an unlucky enemy companion. Huffer would be so much better. Can REYNAD deal 8 damage next turn?
Yeah, he has kill command.
Yes,
He has lethal, right?
he has lethal.
It's the
Oh, YOLO rag.
Rag has to hit something, and
Rag,
Well, rag will hit something.
Rag
well,
will hit something.
he has to hit a creature.
5.
Oh, he drew the frostbolt.
Oh, he got a Frostbolt, which is...
Oh,
Oh, damn. This is
wow.
game.
Wow. Right, look it
Ah,
up.
that
The
was-
salt is real.
Oh, I had REYNAD on for that one. That's probably good. Actually, it's kind of fun to see REYNAD when
Yeah.
he's getting owned
Salty?
by RNG. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
pretty fun. I think I see why people watch this guy.
For the salt?
Oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
I'm sure
Oh
he-
man, oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, he knows it. He knows that he's dead. Like, even to Fireball. And he needs to deal 17 damage this turn and deal with Ragnar's at the same time. He had the win, almost. Like,
I wonder if he runs like an Iron Beak and he's tracking for it.
it's like, how much damage can he actually deal here?
Because if he has the Iron Beak, then he can just kill command and unfreeze his minion,
Okay.
and then
It's like 10
maybe aim
damage.
for it. And tracking with actually with 2 flares into tracking, he can really try to fish for some cards.
Mhm.
But I don't know if he runs it. He probably made sacrifices somewhere, especially with the cards like Tundra Rhino and Eaglehorn.
He would need to somehow deal 5 damage out of 5 mana. You guys can deal 12 with the hero power and kill command.
Oh, he's going for it. Oh, kill command on his
That's
own.
actually pretty
Draws 2
good.
cards.
Mm-hmm.
How much is it? Is it lethal?
I don't think so. I can't count right now.
That's exactly
Oh, it's
lethal.
exact lethal. That's
That's
pretty sick.
Pretty sick.
Oh my god, I'm gonna clap to that one. That was
Yeah,
pretty
that was-
nasty.
That
Oh
was-
man,
Executed beautifully.
Wow.
He was dead next turn.
I didn't see that one.
Oh yeah.
Man, I was hoping to watch him suffer. This isn't cool.
that was a really, really well executed
That
combo.
was really well played. Like,
And
really
you know
well
what? And again, he was trying to make a case on his stream that he thinks Tundra Rhino, like, you know, playing it your own style is really important with
Yeah.
the mid-range hunter. Some people really like Kalento really like to use no weapons and, you know, play that things, but he
Yeah.
puts the Tundra Rhino, makes it work. Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
So the Leog actually like
Yeah.
worked for him, even though the Leog seemed like a
I think if he had
unlucky thing.
if he had the Huffer though, it would have won the game as well.
yeah, probably like one.
It was
Just
was
not
area.
Misha.
Yeah, it was in fact Misha that would have lost the game for him.
Yeah.
Overall,
Nice.
well done. I
Yeah.
think we're getting ready to have REYNAD come over here for an interview as well.
Oh,
Should I
let me bail out because this remote control thing is way too hard.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right.
All right, good.
Okay.
All right. We'll cycle you out, Kripp.
Okay, come here, man.
All right, we're joined by REYNAD on the seats. He's getting his headset on. So Andre, talk to me a little bit about how you're doing. Did you travel okay? Because you're one of the farthest traveling players over here to Romania.
Yeah, well, I was in airports and planes for about 24 hours. Got to Romania, took a nap for an hour, went drinking, and then
Woke up.
slept for
here.
4 hours. Now I'm here.
Did you have that coffee?
I did, yeah, while you were playing your match. I just, like 3 of them.
Okay.
Did
yeah.
not help at all.
But you
Fighting
didn't.
to stay away.
You didn't snort the coffee in the end, right?
No.
Okay.
The powder, I thought about it.
Okay,
Whatever works, man. Like, yeah, I'm completely out of it though for this event.
Congrats. By
Well, I
the
mean,
way.
at
Thank
least
you.
Very well played.
you didn't go out in the first round, which has kind of been some of the
Yeah.
problems with people in the
Yeah,
scene.
some people have this problem that they went out in the first round.
No one good.
Great.
I'm loving it.
No,
All
okay.
right.
I should be sorry.
You got pretty unlucky. RD is a really good player. Like he did well in the Europe versus China thing. Seemed like a really close match too.
Yeah.
That Hunter mirror is really like
Yeah.
volatile.
But let's focus more on your game. Like
Yeah.
the game was really good. Like the first you had the first game. Like you said that Priest is a counter to Hunter more or less. Did you feel stressed when you played it?
It's my teammate Gara has a priest deck that, when built the way that it's built and when played perfectly, it does beat Hunter like over 80% of the time. Most other priests I'm pretty confident against though, because most of their the players who play priest don't usually have a lot of experience with it, so they don't mulligan for the cards that are important in the matchup. And a lot of people didn't like test that extensively. So like for example, he played Soul Priest on turn 4, which was probably his only 4-drop or something. But like without circle combo, you can't deal with a Hound Master, and he ended up just falling way too far behind to that. So like it's little things like that. But I feel like I'm pretty confident against most priests with Hunter, honestly.
So tell us about your Hunter deck. Like why Rhino, and like what's the really interesting?
Yeah, I mean, just like most decks that I tweak, I basically took a good deck and I cut the bad cards. Like for example, Life Coach had a really like brilliant, like the whole Houndmaster Savannah Highmane, like very good addition that let you swing the control matchups as just a more streamlined version of like the mid-range Hunter deck that used to play Knife Juggler and Stranglethorn Tiger and stuff. Much more streamlined. So basically, the problem is I was playing all these bad cards like Explosive Trap, Freezing Trap, like all of that, you know. And anyway, Kalento and Gar took those cards out, replaced them with more threats like River Crocolisk.
Yeah.
As much as I love River Crocolisk and as good as the golden one looks, it's just like just a terrible card.
Like
so
a 2/3 blank.
Yeah. Well, it's not even Crocolisk that I have a problem with. I actually like that card a lot. The card that I don't like, that I think is absolutely just trash, is Timberwolf. Every single game I see it drawn, it's literally Angry Chicken. Like if you don't drop Buzzard, it's just so
it's dead in your hand.
It's just not worth a card. Like to marginally, it feels like Moonfire most of the time. You know, they use it to trade up with a 3 toughness creature. So basically, what I did is I replaced. I took the Timberwolves out, I tried a whole bunch of builds, and I basically started playing like 2 Direwolf Alpha, 0 Crocolisk. Because against Zoo, when you unleash on turn 4, which you need to do with or without Explosive Trap in order to win that matchup, you can unleash first and then put Direwolf in the middle of your dogs, and then that lets you, I mean, it basically acts as a Timberwolf.
It works more or less like as a Timberwolf.
Yeah, and then you don't have this Angry Chicken in your deck on purpose. I wasn't like fully confident in that decision. I thought it might have been wrong, so I'm playing like 1 Timberwolf. But anyway, yeah, the Rhinos. I was trying Kodo a lot, and pretty much every time I wished it was Rhino. Like when Kodo is good, it's just absurd. But it's at the higher ranks, at least in Legend, a lot of people are starting to play around it. They're not going to just run into Kodo too often, and it's just I found that Rhino is such a unique, powerful effect that just wins you games you have no business winning. Like that last game I played. I mean, that was Ragnaros shot me in the face. I probably should have lost that game, and I drew Rhino, and I'm like, crap, I only have 16, and then I did the math again with Buzzard, and I had like the 17.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like no other card can have that kind of effect. It's so powerful. Yeah, giving all your guys charge.
You've dealt so much damage in 1 turn, and you would be dead next turn to Pyroblast.
Yeah, I was really scared to play it in the Priest matchup because I was worried he had Shadow Priest. That's why I was thinking so long that turn. He had an Argent Commander, and I ended up playing Rhino and attacking it.
Were you thinking about like trading with Houndmaster and playing Savannah Highmane?
Yeah, but I don't like trading my 4-power creature against Priest. That's like really. But yeah, that play could have worked out too. I don't know. Maybe my play was a little greedy. I don't know.
It was fine, I guess. Like the Hyena was so big, like hard to deal with, and
yeah, I thought he would just Shadow Word it, but he didn't have it. So.
Yeah, apparently he didn't draw into his removal.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty good.
That's cool. Well, congratulations, Reyna, on your win. Hopefully, we'll see you back here, and good luck in the next round.
Thank you.
So PTZ's motion. 2 minutes. Oh, we're getting a break. All right, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, more action from DreamHack Bucharest. Stay in your seats, guys. We'll be back soon. Oh, God.